Hi, I'm Nick James for Digital Trends, and by now I'm sure you're well familiar with the Mini Cooper. It debuted over a decade ago as a 2002 model, and since then it's had plenty of iterations, 5 to be exact, this Roadster being one of them. While there's no denying the Mini Cooper is iconic and drives like a go-kart, the brand still has its detractors. Mainly, customers and reviewers alike have accused Mini of cheapening the Cooper over the years since its inception in order to make more profit. In response, Mini has installed this BMW iDrive-based infotainment unit in the center dash, inside the speedometer. It's not really solved all the complaints, I'm afraid. The Mini is still a tough little unit, a rather utilitarian place to be for $35,000. Yes, I've got a peppy little turbocharged 4-cylinder, a crisp automatic AC, but the materials, the fit and finish, still feels a bit cheap. And the fully automatic roof isn't even fully automatic. You have to unlatch it and then shove it. It's a painful chore with my bum right shoulder. Am I nitpicking? Yes, but that's because the Mini Cooper S Roadster is one of my favorite convertibles on the market. Just like my father before me, I'm going to be hardest, most critical on my favorite. None of that really seems to matter though, because BMW, who owns Mini, seems to sell a whole ton of these. In fact, Mini sold twice as many in 2012 as it did in its first year, 2002. So it proves the old adage, if it ain't broke, maybe don't fix it. But who's buying these though? If we go off of anecdotal evidence alone, it's women like this, young, beautiful urbanites. It's perfect for them. It's cute and it's easy to park. But what about those of us who don't wear a size 00? What might, say, a real Ron Swanson think of the Mini? That's exactly what we're going to find out. Meet, I kid you not, John Swanson. And John, as you might be able to tell, is a man's man.
Talk to Mr. DeMille. Come on.
In fact, John is a stonemason. So what does John think of the Mini?
Better not mess up my boots. It's small.
While the Mini's controls may fit supermodels perfectly, John had a bit more of a struggle.
That's better.
As for the new navigation system, John finds it a bit confusing.
This is not helpful. Come on.
But who can blame them? It's based on the iDrive. So cleverly, John comes up with his own solution.
Map.
Even though it's a Mini, there's still room for a friend. Even though the Mini's engine is turbocharged, it doesn't quite put up enough power for John, but luckily it runs hot enough to make up for it.
Ah, bacon.
Cubbies around the car mean there's a spot for all of John's daily gear.
Later.
John and the 00s of this world can both agree that there's nothing quite as good as a day of open-top motoring. But when it comes time to block out the sun or rain, the Mini's top is easy to use, but in the case of John, not quite big enough.
Good thing I left the Stetson at home.
The Mini Cooper Roadster Convertible. It's still a fun car, even if you're not the target audience.